tough but beautiful plant can brighten your winter landscape. It's the red twig dogwood, and here to teach us how to grow and care for them is our good buddy, Ciscoe Morris. Come on out. There he is. High five. Oh, your hands are cold too.
Oh, yeah.
Where have you been?
Yeah, it's cold out there. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. So this is the dogwood,
Yeah.
Now, I like these because they're colorful when the leaves are gone.
That's really why we grow these, although some have really beautiful leaves, and almost all of them get the best fall color you've ever seen. But really, we grow these because they look so spectacular with those red stems out there in the winter. Now, you know, the thing is, if you don't cut them down, the only red you get is on the new growth.
Oh, so you need to trim them back.
Yeah, so this is one nobody's cut down, and it's 18 feet tall. I just took a chunk off of it, you know.
Lord.
And so
I didn't know they got that big.
Yeah, they can get really big, but they make great bird habitat because they get berries birds love. They're so thick, birds can nest in there and be protected.
Oh, that's sweet. We have some pictures that we want to show people so we can kind of see how they look. Look at that.
So there's one I cut down every year.
You kept it just shrub size.
Yeah, and so that's about as tall as it'll grow back in 1 year. That's like, you know, that's like 2/3 my size.
Yeah. Now, what
that's
is this one?
midwinter fire. That's this one right here.
Wow, that looks like it's been painted almost.
Yeah, so it's two-tone. It's one of the coolest ones, but it's only got green leaves. But boy, it is so pretty, and that's aureum, so it just means yellow leaves. So it's Cornus aureum, and look at the yellow leaves by those blue bottles. That's my back garden. I just love that. It
you love the contrast, right? The opposite color.
You know why I love it? Because it makes my side of the garden look better than Mary's.
You've got a constant competition. It's very rough over there. Half is hers, half is his. I kid you not. So this is the one we saw the picture of where it starts out yellow and then goes
this is a super good one. And so here's the problem, though. So, you know, this one grew back this year because it was cut down. And so you cut them right when the new leaves start to form in the spring.
Wait, you cut them back when the new leaves form?
Yeah, just as the new leaves start to come out, you
right.
cut them down to 4 inches from the ground.
Why would I do that then?
Well, because that way they'll grow back about this tall, and it'll have these dark red leaves and not look like this guy.
Okay.
So you do it in spring, because of course you want to enjoy all the
Well, I've been
beautiful...
doing this wrong.
Oh, la la.
Like so many other things that I do in the garden incorrectly. All right, so let me get this one back up again. Let's say we are gonna prune it. Where do I
Okay, I'll show it on this guy, because I just crammed these in this anyway.
Did you get a new holster for your pruner?
I got a new pruner too, because I lost my other one. And then right after I bought the new one, I found the old one.
Oh, I'll take the old one. Okay, I'll trade places with you.
So let's say this is your back garden, and now you gotta let your new one, see that's a bare root that's gonna grow for a year in a sunny spot. It doesn't matter what the soil's like, they can grow in anything, they're so tough.
I love it.
Once established, never needs water.
Really?
They are the toughest plants.
So they can just go.
They are just so tough.
Okay.
But so after a year, then you go out there and very carefully just cut the tweedle out of it. So I'm gonna cut them to about 4 inches above the ground. Just whack away with impunity here.
I know, it's like really bad surgery, isn't it?
It hurt it more than me. So
these are so great to put in a floral arrangement or whatever you want to do, the color's still so pretty.
And they're also great in containers. You could stick these in with your plants.
Or as the middle thing or whatever you want.
And get this. This is the coolest thing yet. So sometimes I stick these in containers to make them look really cool. Well, I pull them out in the spring, they're rooted. So you've got a brand new fruit plant.
You've got a new plant. Yeah, does that always happen?
It happens a lot with, some dogwoods do it better than others, but most of them do it.
And does it matter how you've pruned it to try to get it to root a little bit?
Anywhere you chop, just cram it in the ground.
I like this. This plant doesn't need anything special. So how much do these things cost generally if you're going to get a starter one like this?
Well, if you get bare root, it's much cheaper because they don't have to put it in a pot and add soil and everything. I think I paid 28 bucks for that.
Not bad. So if I get a bare root one like that one, then how do I plant it?
Okay, so you'll take all that sawdust off and it'll just be a bunch of roots. You take a pail of water and stick it in a pail of water, and I'd wait till the cold is over before I did this, just keep it in the garage until then. And then leave it in the pail of water for 2 hours. Take it out, dig a nice wide hole, not too deep, spread the roots out. Make sure that the roots are right below the soil surface. You don't want to, you never want to, if the roots are right here, you never want to bury it to like here.
Okay, just
that'll
cover the
kill
roots.
most plants. Yep, so the roots should be right under the soil surface.
right.
Now there is one trick.
What is that?
I take the water that was in the pail and I pour it over the roots, and now the soil's all filled in. And then I do the Ciscoe plunge, I call it. You pick the plant up and go and what it does is that
What is he talking about?
it gets rid of all the air pockets around the roots, and it locks it in tight so it's not going to fall over in the wind or anything. And,
That's great.
And you've just planted your
Do I have to
plant.
make that noise when I do
You
it?
do. You have
That's
to go.
important. Okay, so I'll warn my
That's
neighbors
very important.
before I go through. Ciscoe, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'll
you
practice.
betcha.
Next up on New Day, Olympic bronze medal hockey player Kelly Stevens and what's happening with Team USA in Pyeongchang. We'll be right back.